Dear students, I welcome all of you for the next session of units and dimensions of a physical quantity. In the last session, we have understood what are physical quantities, the literals of physics, the alphabets of physics, the building blocks of physics, which are very important. Learning physical quantity is very important. Without these definitions of physical quantities, we can't read physics. Therefore, it is very important. That is length, mass, time, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, acceleration, force, work, power, energy, electric field, magnetic field, acceleration, and all these things, permittivity, resistance, all those things are physical quantities. Okay? The alphabets of physics. So, to what are physical quantities? The clear definition is the quantities which can be measured and expressed. Okay? What is measurement? The transformation from unknown to known. Okay? How much it is? This is. That is called measurement. And to express after measurement, to write and express, we need two things. One is numerical value, another one is unit. Okay? What are units? The chosen standard of reference for measurement of a physical quantity are called units. Without units, we can't measure physical quantities. Okay? So, example, the length is 10 meter. That means a meter is something. That is the chosen standard of reference. A meter means this much. 10 meter means 10 times a meter. That is the meaning of that. Understand very clearly. This is the chosen standard of reference for this measurement. This is the numerical value. Therefore, to measure and express a physical quantity, we require a numerical value and a unit. Okay. So, these units are further classified into basic units and derived units. Okay? Basic means fundamentals. Fundamental means, you see, basic, fundamental means they are independent. They are independent. The role of salt cannot be done by sugar. Sugar and salts are independent. Something like that. Then simple independent set of units in terms of which all others can be expressed. These set of units is called basic units. Meter, kg, second, ampere, Kelvin, candela, mole are 7 basic units of international system, that is SI system. Along with these seven basic units, we have two supplementary units, radian and steradian. Radian is used to measure 2D angle, steradian is used to measure 3D angle. I will show you all those things during the course of study. Okay, then the derived units. Using these basic units, we can express other physical quantities. That is speed, meter per second. This is a derived unit from these things. Acceleration, meter per second square. That is a derived unit. Newton is a derived unit. Joule, watt, volt, ampere, ohm. All those things are derived units. We can express all these units in terms of basic units. Okay? So now, with this recapitulation from the previous class, we shall move to dimensions. What are dimensions? The powers with which the basic units are to be raised to obtain the derived units are called dimensions. Make it very clear. For example, area. Meter is a basic unit. Meter square is area. These powers are called dimensions. That is why area is two-dimensional. This meter cube, meter is basic. This power is a dimension. This is volume. Volume is three-dimensional. Meter per second is speed. Okay, these powers. Okay, the dimension of length is 1 in speed. The dimension of time in speed is -1. Okay, make it very clear. These powers with which these basic units are to be raised to obtain the derived unit are called dimensions. Okay, dimensions signify how the basic unit depends on, to what extent a basic unit depends on in the physical quantity. Okay, very good. Next we shall move to, so this, if you write like this with these two braces, so dimensional formula of speed or velocity. Speed is defined as distance by time. Distance unit is length. It is signified by L. Time is t. Velocity is displacement by time. Both of them are same. Therefore, if I take this to the numerator, it becomes, there is no m. That means, so speed doesn't depend on mass. The dimension of mass is 0. We can write m power 0, or simply we can write Lt minus 1. If we didn't write, it is understood its dimension is 0. The dimension of mass in speed is 0. The dimension of length in speed is 1. The dimension of time in speed is -1. Okay. These powers are called dimensions. These things are basic units. Okay. So, the unit of mass is kg, as it doesn't depend on mass, we are not writing here. It depends on length. The unit of length, SI unit is meter. Time is second to the power of -1. This is the derived unit. The SI unit of speed is meter per second. This is the dimensional formula. Knowing the dimensional formula, learn to write the unit. Knowing the unit, learn to write the dimensional formula. Okay? Right. So after that, we shall move to acceleration. Acceleration is defined as change in velocity divided by time. Velocity by time. Velocity means Lt minus 1. Time. This goes to numerator. T minus 1 into T minus 1 becomes T minus 2. The unit is meter per second square. Okay. The dimension of mass in acceleration is 0 and length is 1 and time is -2. Okay. Acceleration depends more on time. This is the significance of dimensions. How a basic quantity depends in the derived quantity. Okay. Next one is area. Area means length into breadth. Breadth is also length. So L into L is L square. The dimensional formula is this much. The unit is meter square. This is SI unit. Volume similarly. Length into breadth into height. That is L cube. The unit is meter cube. So this is the dimensional formula of volume. This is the SI unit of volume. Similarly, linear momentum. What is linear momentum? The product of mass and velocity is called linear momentum. Mass means m, velocity is Lt minus 1. Therefore, the dimension of mass in momentum is 1, length is 1, time is minus 1. So, therefore, what is the unit? Mass, kg, length, meter, time, second. The dimensions are 1, 1, minus 1. This thing. Okay? See the definition? The powers with which the basic units are to be raised to obtain the derived unit. Okay. Next we shall move to force. Force, according to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma, mass into acceleration. Therefore, the dimension mass is signified by m, acceleration, the dimensional formula is Lt minus 2. Therefore, the unit of force is kg meter per second square or second minus 2. So, now it is very difficult to write. It involves so many literals. So, that is why we looked for a nick, a short form of this. That short form of this unit is termed as Newton. Make it very clear. So, what is the SI unit of force? Kg meter per second square. It is written as in short form Newton. Therefore, 1 Newton is equal to 1 kg meter per second square. It is the nick of this. Okay? So, why we are making all these things? What is the major objective of physics? Simplification, unification. You see, we are unifying, we are simplifying. We should not forget the principal thrust, the major objective of physics. The goal of physics is simplification and unification. In every chapter, we used to do it. Okay, we shall identify, we shall see during the course. The next one is work or energy. Work and energy are same. Work is done at the expense of energy. Energy is the ability to do work. Okay. So in detail we will study in during the future course. Now work is defined as force into distance. Force dot displacement, that is. So force is this much mlt minus 2 into distance. One more L comes here, therefore it becomes ml square t minus 2 is the dimensional formula of work. The dimensions of basic quantities in work are 1, 2 and minus 2. Make it very clear. Therefore, the unit is, the corresponding unit is kg meter square second minus 2. Again this becomes, it is very tedious to write these things. Again we searched for a nick. That short form of this is given to joule. The SI unit of work or energy is joule. Therefore, 1 joule equals 1 kg meter square per second minus 2. Similarly, power, the rate of work done, the rate at which energy is spent, how much work is done per unit time is defined as power. The ratio of work to time gives power. Okay? So, the work, the dimensional formula of work is this much divided by time. One more time comes here. Therefore, the dimensional formula of power becomes ml square t minus 3. Okay? This is the dimensional formula of power. The unit of power is kg meter square second minus 3. Again it is tedious. We looked for a short form, a nick. That nick goes to, yes, the dedicator who invented steam engine, James Watt. So on his contrary, the unit of power is kept as watts. Okay? 1 watt equals 1 kg meter square second minus 3. Make it very clear. Okay? Yes. So, in the similar fashion, we can write all the derived quantities. We can link all the derived quantities with basic units. Okay? All definitions. Whatever we are going to study, there are plenty of derived units, derived quantities. All of them can be expressed in terms of these 7 basic units. Okay? Yes. So this is about dimensions, dimensions formula, units. Okay? Now we look for uses of dimensional equation. Uses of dimensional equations. So the using dimensional equation is called dimensional analysis. Okay? Yes. So the first one, example, we want to convert 36 kilometer per hour into meter per second. This is not the SI unit. We want to convert this speed, kilometer per hour, into SI unit, that is meter per second. How we can convert? You know that 36 kilo means 1000. Yesterday in the last class we gave SI prefixes, that is deca, hecto, kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta, exa. Kilo stands for 1000. Okay? So therefore, per hour in the denominator, hour, 1 hour is nothing but 60 into 60 seconds. Therefore 2 zeros goes, we are left with 36 goes, we are left with 10. 36 kilometer per hour is nothing but 10 meter per second. Similarly, 18 kilometer per hour is nothing but 5 meter per second. 72 kilometer per hour is nothing but 20 meter per second. We should have all these things in our lips. So to solve some of the NEET and CET questions in future, we shall use all these things. So the next one is, let us convert kilowatt hour into joule. Our electrical energy consumption is used. 1 unit means 1 unit of electric energy consumption is nothing but 1 kWh. Okay? Kilowatt hour. Kilo means 1000. Watt means joule per second. Work by time. Time R is nothing but 60 into 60 seconds. Second goes. Therefore, we are left with 3600 kilojoules. Okay? 1 kilowatt hour means 3600 kilojoules. Okay? This is the SI unit. Therefore, kilowatt hour is the unit of power or energy. It is the unit of energy. Kilowatt hour is not the unit of power. It is watt into time gives energy. Make it very clear. Okay? Yes. So now similarly 1 horsepower is termed as 746 watts. Is the FPS unit. 1 horsepower. So the motor power, 1 HP, 2 HP, 5 HP, 10 HP motor. Till today we are using this unit. 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. Okay? So with this, I will conclude this session. In the next session, we shall see some more uses of dimensional equations. All of you, please make a note, make it very clear. If you find any difficulties, send your questions. I will answer those things in the next session. Thank you.